In 2013, I traveled to Nepal to attempt Lhotse, the world's fourth highest mountain, which shares the same base camp and route as nearby Mount Everest. As part of a team of researchers studying decision-making in extreme environments, I collected helmet camera footage to set the scene. The route above base camp begins with the Khumbu Icefall, which is basically like climbing through a giant maze of popcorn that shifts each day. We got to know this section better and better as the season progressed, and it was remarkable to see how much it changed. Here I'm climbing one of my least favorite sections, this overhanging, infamous triple ladder section, this huge block of ice off to my right that overhangs so dramatically. And it was important to just kind of keep moving efficiently through this terrain. You can actually see the ladder deformed here early season. Once you enter the upper icefall, the terrain actually eases up quite a bit, but you still have to cross these gaping crevasses before you enter the western Khum, which is this huge valley surrounded by Everest, Lhotse, and Nuptse that gives you access to the upper mountain. I have hardly any footage from above Camp 2, and it's not from a lack of effort. The cold temperatures interfered with the camera saving files correctly. I can actually remember on this day our whole team took an acclimatization climb up to the base of the Lhotse face, and my fingers were cold actually inside my down mittens. I made it to Lhotse Camp 4 without supplemental oxygen and actually felt pretty good on the climb. Unfortunately, we got a really scary weather forecast, and I decided to trust my gut and go down in the morning. The first footage my camera actually saved, once the temperatures warmed up enough, was me exiting the Lhotse face here. The Lhotse face is probably about 40 or 50 degrees on average, and it's all solid ice, so you pretty much use your arms to wrap the rope and slide on down, although if you do slip you will go to at least the next anchor. You hear a lot of stories about crowding on Everest, but I actually found it pretty manageable most of the time. Unfortunately, on my last trip through the icefall, I did encounter a big group of Sherpas carrying loads off of Camp 2, and we were all kind of held up by a really incompetent climber in front of us. So you can see I'm just barehanding the ice, trying to get around people. And I managed to make it through this very dangerous section that was threatened by avalanches in under about 10 minutes, and lucky to get through there and get on down to the bottom. I'd been in contact with base camp throughout my descent, and I was so thankful to be greeted by my good friend Jacob and a Coke that he had waiting for me in an icy glacial pond.